Legendary Love, Opening Narration. I am Charles McLendon. Before this story begins, before a single chapter unfolds, before one word takes shape in the heart of the listener, I need you, queen, king, or soul-seeking understanding, to pause, just breathe. Because what you're about to hear is not simply an audiobook. It is not merely spoken words wrapped in music. It is not entertainment, distraction, or background noise. No, this is an awakening. This is a remembering. This is a reintroduction to the version of love you were always worthy of, but were never taught to expect. This is the restoration of the love your spirit has been craving, long before your heart knew the language to ask for it. This is legendary love, the purpose of this volume. We live in a world that celebrates survival, but rarely teaches connection. A world that applauds independence, but forgets to honor interdependence. A world that loudens desire, but mutes devotion. We were never taught the art of being loved well. We were never shown how to love without losing ourselves. We were never given the blueprint for emotional safety, sacred intimacy, and spiritual alignment. So many of us learned love through wounds, through silence, through abandonment, through disappointment, through trial and error, through giving more than we received, through hoping harder than we healed. But Volume 1 of this series is the moment that ends, right here, right now, in your spirit, in your breath, in your truth. The invitation. Legendary Love invites you to remember that you were never created to settle for half-hearted connections, lukewarm affection, or inconsistent effort. You were designed, handcrafted, for a love that elevates, renews, builds, protects, empowers, and awakens every dormant part of you. A love that grows you spiritually and soothes you emotionally. A love that honors your history and embraces your destiny. A love that moves differently, speaks differently, touches differently, holds differently. This is not romance. This is royalty. This is alignment. This is divine appointment. The truth we often forget. Somewhere along the way, life convinced you that your softness was a liability, that your vulnerability made you weak, that your intuition was too much, that your heart asked for too many things, that your desire for depth was unrealistic, so you adapted, you armored up, you shrank your needs, you silenced your spirit, you normalized inconsistency, you accepted crumbs while carrying a banquet's worth of love in your chest. But hear me clearly, you were never too much. You were simply trying to be loved by someone who wasn't capable of receiving you. Legendary Love is here to return you back to yourself, to show you what connection feels like when it doesn't hurt, when it doesn't break, when it doesn't diminish, when it doesn't require you to sacrifice the best parts of your soul. What you will learn in volume. This volume is not about fantasy, it is about foundation. It will teach you how a queen's love is truly built, how a king recognizes his divine match, what emotional safety actually looks like, the difference between attention and presence, how to touch someone's soul without your hands, what real leadership and real softness feel like, why clarity, intention, and alignment are irresistible, how mature love communicates differently, what happens when two healed souls choose each other, and how to prepare your heart for legendary love. This is the beginning of your re-education in intimacy. This is the unlearning of everything small, fearful, and conditional. You thought love was supposed to be a message to every queen listening. You are not asking for too much. You are asking for what you were designed to receive. Your heart is not fragile, it is sacred. You deserve a love that sees you, that hears you, that honors your emotional intelligence, your nurturing spirit, your ambition, your devotion, your softness, your journey. You deserve a king who recognizes that your power does not diminish his, it multiplies it. You deserve partnership, not performance. You deserve peace, not pretense. You deserve alignment, not confusion. And this volume will remind you why. The journey begins now. Before this first chapter opens, I want you to understand something deeply. Legendary love isn't something you find. It's something you become. It's something you attract when your heart is ready. It's something you create when your spirit is aligned. It's something you protect when your soul recognizes its match. Volume 1 is the beginning of that transformation. So inhale deeply, exhale fully, prepare your heart, Prepare your mind. Prepare your spirit. You are stepping into a new dimension of love, one the world rarely teaches, but your soul always remembered. Welcome to the beginning of the rest of your love story. Welcome to legendary love.
Yeah. Welcome to a new kind of love story. A story written in the heart, signed by destiny. Sealed in truth, she was tired of promises that never learned to stand. Tired of holding out her heart in unsteady, trembling hands. Then I showed up on her horizon like a sunrise she didn't expect, bringing warmth she could trust and the love she didn't have to second guess. Cause girl, you've been praying for something real, a connection that don't disappear, somebody who speaks love fluently. Finally, that somebody's here. This is legendary love, the kind you don't compare to no one, the kind that whispers to your soul. Baby, your waiting days are done. This is legendary love, more than magic, more than fate. It's a heart-to-heart direction, right on time, never late. You ain't gotta question my intentions, I'm showing up with clarity. I want the kind of love that grows deeper when life hits heavily. Let me pour peace in your spirit, let me warm the places hurt try to claim. And let me trace every scar you survived till they memorize my name. See, I ain't here for temporary or a moment that fades like smoke. Baby, I'm here for a covenant, for the vow that was never spoke. This is legendary love, the kind that kingdoms rise from, the kind that God himself approves with a quiet holy well done. This is legendary love, unbreakable, unshakable, true, a revolution in slow motion. Started the moment I met you, yeah. Girl, let me love you past your doubts, yeah. Let me love you past the echoes. Let me love you past the memories of men who didn't know how to hold treasure. Cause you're not regular, you're the rarest kind of rare. And I'm a man who came prepared to love you everywhere. Your heart's been waiting. This is legendary love, two souls written on the same page, two hearts stepping into destiny, moving in the same grace, yeah. This is legendary love, a story already began, and baby, we gon' ride the rest by hand, yeah. Legendary, yeah. Legendary, yeah. Legendary. Legendary. Love. Love.
Chapter 1. Before you were loved, you were chosen, written for the Black Queen, voiced by a king. Queen, before any man ever whispered in your ear, before anyone ever tried to love you, hold you, claim you, or break you, there was something ancient inside you that knew you were chosen, not selected, not picked, not stumbled upon, chosen by God, chosen by purpose, chosen by a divine assignment wrapped in your skin, your soul, your brilliance, and your resilience. Long before you were born, your spirit already carried the echo of royalty. Even as a little girl, you felt something in you that didn't match the world around you. A strength beyond your years. a softness you had to protect too soon, a glow that some admired and others tried to dim. But what they didn't understand is this: you weren't created to be understood. You were created to be honored. You were created to be felt, experienced, loved in a way that recognizes the crown you wear even when life tries to knock it crooked. And Queen, I need you to hear me clearly. You are not loved because of your struggle. You are loved because of your essence. The struggle only revealed it. The pain only polished it. The storms only showed the world what you're made of. Before the world demanded your strength, before men demanded your loyalty, before life demanded your endurance, God poured something uncommon into you, a spiritual fire, a nurturing heart, a mind that carries brilliance hidden beneath humility, a soul that remembers heaven even when earth breaks your heart. And that is why true love should never feel like a battlefield to you. Never feel like you're competing, proving, chasing, or begging, because when a queen is chosen at the soul level, love comes with recognition, not resistance. It comes with peace, not chaos. It comes with clarity, not confusion. When love is true, it feels like something ancient waking up inside you, like your spirit saying, finally, someone sees me. Not the version you perform, not the version you protect, not the version you hide, but the real you, the you that existed before heartbreak, before disappointment, before the world tried to convince you that you were asking for too much, Queen. You were never asking for too much. You were asking the wrong ones, because the man who is meant for you will feel your worth before you speak it, respect your boundaries before you voice them, and meet your energy before you explain it. You were chosen long before you were loved, and the love that is meant for you will recognize the God in you before the beauty, before the body, before the smile. Your divine design is not accidental. Your royalty is not symbolic. Your crown was carved by heaven and placed gently on your spirit before you even took your first breath. And in case the world has ever made you forget, let me remind you, you are a queen, not because a man said so, but because God decided so. And any man who steps to you from this point forward must honor the fact that your love, your heart, your presence, and your essence were chosen long before he ever arrived.
Yeah. I see you standing there. Heart open, spirit ready. This is the beginning, love. The door is open, and the moment you stepped in, everything changed. You came in, soft like a sunrise, warm light on my soul. Didn't rush, didn't force, didn't try too hard, just floating natural. Your smile was a quiet melody. Your voice felt like home. And I knew right then if I let you in, this story would be grown. There's a rhythm in the air tonight, a pull I can't ignore. Feels like God whispered your name to me, said open up that door. This is the invitation to a deeper kind of love, to a soft transformation. We ain't rushing, we rise above. If you're craving real intention, something timeless, something true, step into this invitation. Baby, I'm inviting you. Your presence moves like jazz notes, unexpected, pure, alive. Every word got a little bit of truth in it, every glance got a little bit of fire. You showed up like a blessing, wrapped in elegance and grace. And I felt something shift in me when I looked into your face. There's a rhythm in the air tonight, and something in your eyes feels like fate is calling out, like two souls synchronized. This is the invitation to a deeper kind of love, to a soft transformation. We ain't rushing, we rise above. If you're craving real intention, something timeless, something true, step into this invitation. Baby, I'm inviting you. Come on in, take your time, love. Let the walls fall down, just breathe. You're safe with me tonight. Connection is the only sound. No pressure, no fear, just two grown souls aligned right here. No guessing, no games, just two hearts learning each other's name. This is the invitation to a love that's built to last, to a higher elevation where the pain fades into the past. If you're ready for something different, something soulful, something new, step into this invitation and let me step closer to you. This is only the beginning, chapter 1. But if you stay, if you walk with me, yeah, we'll write something unforgettable.
Chapter 2. The weight you carry is not invisible. For the queen who has carried mountains with a smile. Queen, let me start by telling you something that the world should have told you a long time ago. The weight you carry is not invisible. Not to me, not to God, not to anyone who truly sees you. You've been strong for so long that people started treating your strength like it was oxygen, like it was something they were entitled to, like it couldn't run out, like you couldn't break. But every queen knows, even a crown can feel heavy when you're holding up kingdoms alone. And I need you to hear this in your soul. You were never meant to carry everything by yourself. The expectations, the family burdens, the emotional labor, the silent suffering, the unspoken fears, the role of provider, nurturer, healer, counselor, peacemaker, protector, and backbone. All wrapped into one woman. For years, maybe decades, you've been asked to give more than you had and love more than you received and sacrifice more than anyone ever acknowledged. But queen, just because you carried it with grace doesn't mean it wasn't heavy. Just because you survived it doesn't mean it didn't hurt. Just because you didn't complain doesn't mean you didn't cry silently when the world wasn't looking. People saw your smile, but never the nights you held yourself together. They admired your strength, but never the moments you prayed for someone to be strong for you for once. They complimented your independence, but never asked how tired you were from having no one to depend on. Let me tell you something with love. Being strong was never your calling. Being whole is. You deserve a love that lightens your load instead of adding to it. A man who asks, "What's on your mind?" and actually listens. A man who sees the tired behind your eyes and steps in, not because you asked, but because he cares. You deserve partnership, not pressure, support, not stress, protection, not pain. You deserve to have someone look at you and say, "Give me some of that weight. I wasn't made to watch you carry it alone." Because the truth is, you've been the rock for so many people that sometimes you forget you're allowed to need softness, you're allowed to rest, you're allowed to fall apart and let someone else hold the pieces safely. The world told you to be strong, life demanded that you be unbreakable, society pretended your tears were optional, but I'm here, in this moment, speaking directly to your heart. You are allowed to be more than strong. You are allowed to be loved in a way that feeds you instead of draining you. Loved in a way that honors your softness as much as your power. Loved in a way that makes you feel held, not used, seen, not overlooked, cherished, not tolerated. Queen, the weight you carry is not invisible, and you do not have to carry it alone. Not in love, not in life, not anymore. Let this be the chapter where you release the idea that you must be everything for everyone while no one shows up for you. Let this be the chapter where you remember your strength is beautiful, but your heart deserves rest, care, and sanctuary too. And love, real love, will give you that without you having to beg for it.
Sometimes the heart sleeps until the right energy touches it in a way it can no longer ignore. You did that. You walked into my quiet space, soft steps on a tired soul. Didn't know I needed waking up until your presence made me whole. You spoke in warm vibrations, your spirit brushed against mine. Something in me opened like a door I locked with time. It wasn't loud, wasn't alert, wasn't forced or overtaken. Just a gentle shift, a tender lift, and my heart began awakening. This is the heart's awakening, the moment love begins to rise. When something deep inside of me looks at you and comes alive. I didn't plan this feeling, didn't ask for it to grow, but baby, you touched something sleeping. And now my heart knows. You move like Sunday morning, peaceful, warm and bright. You spoke like whispered scripture that turned my darkness into light. Your laughter shook the shadows, your kindness broke the spell, and suddenly I felt things I forgot I could feel well. It wasn't sparks, wasn't fire, no dramatic overtaking, just that subtle, sacred moment where a heart says, I'm awakening. This is the heart's awakening, where the past begins to fade, where the wounds begin their healing, 'cause your energy feels handmade. Didn't know I missed connection, didn't know what love could show, but baby, you touched something sleeping. And now my heart knows. I feel it rising, like sunrise on my chest, like hope being reborn, like God saying, you deserve the best. You stirred something sacred, and now I can't go back to awaken what I buried deep. Hold this space, let your love pour into me. This is the
Chapter 3. Softness is your birthright too, for the queen who forgot she was allowed to rest. Queen, there is something I need to tell you, and I want you to receive it gently, like a whisper from God straight to your spirit. Softness is your birthright too. I know life hasn't always made space for that. I know circumstances pushed you into survival mode before you even had a chance to discover what gentle love felt like. Many of you were taught to be strong before you were ever allowed to be tender. You were told to be independent before anyone showed up for you. Dependably, you carried burdens before anyone offered you rest. You learned resilience before you learned safety. And somewhere along the line, someone convinced you that softness was weakness. But Queen, your softness is not a weakness. It is your superpower. It is the part of you that can nurture life, heal hearts, and love without limits. It is the part of you that makes a home feel like peace, and a man feel like he finally found his safe place. Yet life demanded hardness from you over and over again, and every time you tried to soften, the world reminded you that softness wasn't safe. But here's the truth. Softness becomes safe when love becomes honest. Softness becomes natural when you're finally with someone who doesn't make you regret letting your guard down. Softness becomes beautiful when your heart is held, not mishandled, Queen. You deserve a love that lets you exhale, a man who knows your strength but protects your softness, someone who sees the warrior in you but cares for the woman in you. You deserve a love that says, rest your heart, I've got you. You deserve a shoulder that doesn't collapse under your tears, hands that know how to hold you carefully, arms that feel like sanctuary, a voice that calms storms instead of creating them. Your softness is sacred. Your tenderness is divine. Your vulnerability is beautiful. Your emotions are worthy. Your heart deserves gentleness. Don't let the world convince you that you were only built for strength. You were also built for joy, laughter, ease, protection, romance, and deep, nourishing love. You deserve mornings without worry, nights without anxiety, love without fear, connection without confusion, partnership without pain. You deserve to be a woman before you are forced to be a warrior. You deserve a man who allows your softness to bloom because he knows how to love you right, mind, body, and soul. Queen, your softness is not optional. It is not extra. It is not a favor. It is not weakness. It is your birthright, and any man who truly loves you will protect it fiercely, not because he wants to change you, but because he knows your softness is where your magic is.
You ever meet someone and the energy just settles right? No rush, no guessing, just connection breathing in real time. You move like a soft confession, like truth wrapped in a smile. Your presence flows through the room, baby, slow dancing with my mind for a while. You ain't loud with your intention, you ain't trying to impress, but every word you speak touches places in me I didn't know was still blessed. It's a quiet kind of fire, not the kind that burns too fast, but the kind that fills the air with heat. You pray will always last. There's chemistry in slow motion, a pull I can't deny, a rhythm in your energy, like waves beneath the sky. You're touching every heartbeat with every glance you give. There's chemistry in slow motion, baby, this is how grown love lives. Your laugh feels like a warm wind running fingers through my soul, and when your eyes meet mine, something quiet whispers, this right here could make you whole. It ain't forced and it ain't fragile, it's intentional and clear, like I pressed pause on time and said, boy, pay attention, your blessing just walked in here. There's no rush in this connection, it's a slow and sacred rise, the kind of chemistry that grows from matching heartbeats, not just thighs. There's chemistry in slow motion, a pull that feels divine. Your spirit speaks a language that harmonizes mine. Your waking parts inside ain't rushing this. We're letting it flow. Because the best connections aren't forced, they unfold.
Legendary Love, sample demo closing narration. Before this demo ends, before the last note fades into silence, before your spirit returns to the rhythm of everyday life, I want to leave you with something deeper than the words you've heard or the melodies that wrapped around your soul. What you've just experienced wasn't simply chapters 1 through 3. It wasn't merely storytelling, and it wasn't just music. What you just stepped into was the beginning of a 5-volume love restoration. A journey across 12 original songs crafted to rebuild the heart, renew the spirit, and awaken something ancient inside you, because legendary love is not found, it's remembered. You just witnessed the first spark. In Chapter 1, the 2 opening songs were not performances. They were prayers set to rhythm. They were sonic blueprints for the kind of love that doesn't just feel good, but heals. Every lyric carried intention. Every chord carried revelation. Every harmony pulled on the threads of what your soul has quietly longed for. Those songs weren't made for your ears. They were made for your transformation. Chapter 2 and 3 were the unveiling. Chapter 2 opened the sacred chamber of vulnerability, not the version the world celebrates, but the version a queen hides deep within the folds of her spirit. Chapter 3 revealed a truth most of the world never learns, that a woman's true love language is written in the places she does not speak out loud. These chapters weren't just stories. They were mirrors, reflections, guides. They illuminated who you are, what you deserve, and what you are capable of giving when your heart is aligned and your spirit is awake. This was only a taste. What you heard today was the smallest window into a much larger kingdom spread across 5 volumes, each one containing original songs woven into deep, emotionally intelligent storytelling and spiritual intimacy. 12 original R&B/jazz fusion pieces, each one crafted like sacred scripture set to melody, each one unlocking another dimension of legendary love. The softness she protects, the strength he carries, the tenderness they build, the intimacy that deepens, the emotional safety they create, the destiny they fulfill, the royalty they reclaim together. Every song tells a story, every chapter holds a revelation, every volume raises the frequency, and this demo was just the doorway. If these 3 chapters spoke to you, then imagine what awaits you when the full 5 volumes come alive in your spirit. Imagine the songs that will echo in your chest. Imagine the truths that will finally make sense. Imagine the levels of intimacy you never knew you could reach. Imagine the love you will no longer fear claiming. Legendary love is a journey, not just outward, but inward. It is an unlearning, a remembering, a rising. It is the moment you finally say, I am ready for a different kind of love, a deeper kind, a wiser kind, a safer kind, a spiritually aligned kind, a love that elevates and liberates and transforms, a love that demands your highest self and gives you back your softest self. As we close this demo, take a moment, take a breath. Let your heart settle into what you've heard. Let your spirit hold on to what resonated. Let your mind reflect on what awakened. This is not the end. It's the beginning of a new chapter, not in the audiobook, but in you. If these words found you, if the melodies stirred something deep, if the narration felt like truth you've always known but never heard spoken, then this journey was meant for you. Legendary love isn't just a project. It is a calling, a recalibration, a homecoming. When you're ready, step fully into the next volume. Bring your heart, bring your history, bring your hopes, bring your truth. The rest of this masterpiece is waiting for you. And remember, you were never created for ordinary love. You were always destined for legendary.
Yeah. You hear that? sound of healing. That's the sound of destiny moving in your direction. You've been strong for so long, carrying stories nobody ever saw, smiling in storms, wiping tears before they fall. But tonight, Queen, something sacred shifted. The weight you carried quietly just lifted, 'cause you finally heard the truth. Your heart's been waiting to remember. You don't just deserve love, you deserve legendary. And now your spirit's opening like morning light, and everything that broke you has lost its appetite. 'Cause joy is climbing its way back into your chest. This time for real, this time to rest. When love calls your name, it don't whisper, it don't hide, it walks straight into your life, standing tall with open arms. When love calls your name, it brings peace, it brings truth, it brings a rhythm you can trust, and a melody meant for you. When love calls, you answer. See, tonight wasn't a story, it was an awakening, a reminder that a queen never walks alone. Your crown may tilt, but it never falls. Your heart may ache, but it never stalls. And now you're stepping into a chapter written in gold, a chapter where love is mature, intentional, and whole. Now your heart beats learning a new song, one that honors every tear you cried, every battle you fought long. And baby, this time you win. This time love comes in and says, Queen, let me begin. When love calls your name, it don't rush, it don't run, it sits steady in your spirit like the warmth of rising sun. When love calls your name, it builds you, lifts you, laughs with you, heals you, it sees the real you. When love calls you Queen, you survived nights nobody knew about. You carried pain nobody helped you lift. But look at you now, still shining, still rising, still ready to give love one more beautiful chance. Don't you ever forget, your heart is not average, your spirit is not ordinary. You are a once-in-a-lifetime woman with a once-in-a-generation light, and the man who sees you clearly will treat you accordingly. This is the promise, this is the prophecy, this is the truth calling your name. When love calls your name. Legendary love.